Well, it's a rare thing, but we're calling Cup qualifying. Kyle Larson on pole, Eric Jones on track, and Eric going into turn 1 at his home racetrack, still in the green, saw on the wheel, a little bit of brake, falling. He stayed wide open, but he braked a little bit, down the backstretch in 2. Really good lap going so far for Eric. Now turn 3. Oh, still saw on the wheel, losing some time. Car's trying to come around. He didn't lift. He's braking a little bit. This is going to be a really good lap. Eric to the line. P3, a 37.09 for Eric. What a lap for that 43. We had a great run last week at Nashville. And it's been a great start to the weekend here at Michigan with a great lap in qualifying. Here's Zane. Zane into turn 1, 3/10 down, entering 1, and he's losing a lot of time. Through 1 and 2, and down the back stretch he goes, already a 10th behind Larson. Into turn 3 for Zane. Still a 10.5, and it just keeps on growing, the gap to the 5. Zane kept it hammered down. To the line, it's going to be a pretty good lap. It's going to be P9 for Zane. Really good lap. 37.21. But not bad at all. Not bad at all. Now here comes the big guns. Here's Ty Gibbs. He's going to be the first JGR Toyota on the track. And this might be the benchmark on what pole could be. Gibbs is already up on Larson, entering 1 by a 10th. Ooh, a little lift from Gibbs through 1 and 2 as we ride on board. He's fighting the wheel. But he's still up on Larson through 2 and down the backstretch. Turn 3. On the throttle, fighting the wheel. Gained a lot through 3 and off of 4. Gibbs is losing a bit of time, but he's going to hang on to it, I think. Yes! Ty Gibbs to the top of the board, a 36.95. Just beating Kyle Larson by 14 thousandths of a second. Qualifying for Michigan will continue after this break. 9 cars left here at qualifying at Michigan. Hey, here's Ricky on the track. We got a top 5 in that Kyle Busch throwback with Nas at Nashville on those fresh tires. Here he comes off turn 4. Ricky to the green. He already has some track time today. Ran the truck race. And Ricky's going to be down by 24, 5/10. He had a big lift out of turn 2, really high. Didn't hit the wall, but that lost him a ton of time. That really wrecked Ricky's lap. He was on for a good lap, and then that happened. Talk so much about the contract extension, but I found a good home. Through 3, through 4. Mike Kelly. Ricky's going to be in the 37.2s or maybe 3s. He's maybe in the top 10. No, 16th. Not even in the top 15 for Ricky. How much throttle can you carry through turns 1 and 2? And now here's another man who ran the truck race yesterday, this afternoon. It's Carson. Carson, that beautiful Ziegler mobile. He's up on Ty Gibbs entering turn 1. Carson, full throttle, just barely ahead of Gibbs. He's a 10th ahead now. He had a really good exit of turn 2. Turn 3. Carson's hanging tough. Just a 10th up on Ty Gibbs, but he gains off of turn 4. 3/10 ahead. The Michigander's going to be on the top of the board. Carson Hocevar, fastest in qualifying, a 36.91. The crowd goes nuts.
seen him go out there and put a good lap down, but I'm really impressed with that, Steve. I don't think I saw that coming. I didn't. I really did. We've heard so much about the Toyotas.
Here's Shane. He'll cross the line.
Top 6. We'll see if SVG in a Chevy can kind of get himself up inside that top 15, top 20.
Shane's already 3/10 down entering turn 1. Big lift through the middle of 1 and 2. A lot of pedaling. Gets through 2 cleanly. 3/10 down on Carson. Shane losing a lot of time. Big lift in 3. This is going to be a rough lap for this 97 car. Not the lap they were looking for after 2 really good performances on the ovals. Shane to the line, 24th position. Oh, boy. Big, big disappointment for that 97 car.
He is chase back. I would be shocked if this car gets stopped out of the chase between now and the end of the summer. Steven Dorris crew chief is really doing it.
Here's Ryan Blaney. Blaney crosses the line. The highest qualified Ford right now is Chris in 9th, and Ryan Blaney's entering turn 1 up on Carson by 3/10. But he loses it in turn 2. Big lift. He's now 100th down. 100th and a half. 200ths into turn 3. Big lift in turn 3 for Blaney. He's feathering it off of turn number 4. A little wiggle off of 4. The lap that looked really promising at the beginning, and the bottom completely falls out. 14th for Blaney. He's behind Joey Logano. Here's Chase Briscoe. Briscoe is a part of that 3-wide JGR finish on the final lap, and he ended up 3rd. Briscoe enters turn 1 in the green by a 10th. Now losing some time in turn 2. He's now in the red again. Briscoe is up a 10th, now down a 10th. Gaining down the back is the 19. Into turn 3. Carson watching on. Gaps around a 10th. 2/10. Losing time. Briscoe off of 4. Not going to get it done. He's going to be 3/10 off. He should be 3rd. Just behind Ty Gibbs. He lost the front row in turn 4. Now here's the other Chase. Here's Chase Elliott. The 5 and the 24 are inside the top 5. Alex Bowman floundering outside the top 20. Let's see what Chase Elliott can do. 2/10 down on Carson entering turn 1. Fighting the wheel. A little bit of a lift. Really good lap. Really good turns 1 and 2. Elliott's hanging in there with Carson. A 10th back and gaining. It's under a 10th. Turn 3. Big wiggle. Chase Elliott. Really good car. Really good corners for Chase Elliott. This car's hooked up. It's not as fast as Carson, though. He's going to be right around Gibbs and Briscoe. Give him 4th. And 2nd through 4th are separated by 5/1000ths of a second. And now here's the Rockstar Mobile. Your points leader, Tyler Reddick, takes the green. Reddick's losing a ton of time already. Already 2/10 down, entering turn 1 with a little bit of break. Still on the throttle, though. Reddick. Not the greatest corner, but not the worst. 3/10 down. He's gaining time. A ton of time down the backstretch. It's down to a 10th and closing. Turn 3. Reddick needs a really good corner. He has a shot here. He has a shot. He's down by a 10th. Can he gain as much on the front stretch as he did the back stretch? He's gonna run out of time, but he's 2nd. 10/1000ths of a second behind Carson. Oh boy, so close for Tyler. And Carson asking how many left. He thought it was 1, there's 2. Here's C. Bell, another one who ran the truck race today. Green flag for C. Bell. A 10th down, entering turn 1. Oh, he's gaining! He's in the green in the 1. Dead even! Bell really struggling as Carson's hanging on, smiling. Bell lost it. Bell, 3/10. He's struggling again. He had the lift. Bell losing time. He's not going to be a threat. He'll be in the top 10. Where will he be? He's going to be, I think, 7th. Yes, 7th for Bell at 37.003. And the only man that can stop a Michigander winning pole is Denny Hamlin. And here comes Denny out of 4. Denny Hamlin takes the green. Carson in the bottom right, watching on. Hamlin at 10th down. We ride on board as Hamlin's a 10th down entering 1, but he's gaining time. He's in the green through 1 and 2. Carson looks down, not happy, but he's back ahead. Hamlin loses a 10th off a 2. Down the backstretch, even in the turn 3. Hamlin gaining a 10th. Hamlin up by a 10th and a half. He's going to hang on. He got him. Denny Hamlin steals Carson Hocevar's chance at a hometown pole. Hamlin steals it, and Hocevar lets out a big groan in disgust. Denny Hamlin steals pole at Michigan. What a lap. 50th career pole for Denny Hamlin. And Carson Hocevar really wanted that pole at home. He can't believe it's stolen from him.
I know disappointed you get the pole at your home racetrack, but you'll start from the front row, so what does that mean?
Yeah, I mean, it's a testament to these guys. They do a really good job, and they're building fast race cars. Yeah, I would have loved to have that there, but yeah, I mean, 3rd in the truck race, 2nd in cup qualifying, so hopefully that's just a trend there, but I would have loved to have that one.
Good fire out speed. What does it have though for 400 miles tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like it's really good race car. It's one of the best I've had here, I felt like, so I hope it really translates to tomorrow. But yeah, I feel really good about a race car, and so starting in front is going to be super important. So, I mean, I know it's just qualifying, but damn, I didn't know I wanted it.
It's okay to be disappointed.
I know I wanted it this much here, but it means a lot for, so many reasons.
Last week, Denny Hamlin started on the pole right when qualifying was rained out. Today, he does it conventional, goes out and breaks the heart of Carson Hocevar. I just love the mentality that kid.
So Hamlin, Hocevar on the front row. Reddick Gibbs, row 2. Briscoe Elliott, row 3. Larson Bell.
Is all good underneath. They inspected and looked at it. He went out there and admired the commitment that he made to the throttle in turn 1 and 2 to run the lap.
Then Byron and Eric Jones in the top 10. Suarez Herbst, Wallace Busher, Custer Smith. Through 8 rows.
Busher back there, row 7, loves Michigan. How about Cole Custer, that 41? Decent
Then
qualifying run there.
Nemechek, Logano, Laney McDowell, Dylan Gregson, Stenhouse Dillon. Ty Dillon, that is, behind next to Stenhouse. Then Allmendinger, Keselowski, Priest, Hill, Bowman, Van Gisbergen, Cindric, and Chastain. And then Ware, Zilich, Gilliland, Yaley, and Josh Berry didn't even get a lap.
How about that pole sitter, Marty?
What an effort from Denny Hamlin there. I mean, 5 minutes ago, I was talking to you and Chris Gale about whether or not you guys had to make adjustments on the car. How in the world did you make that happen, Denny?
They did a great job, accounting for the damage on the bottom side. So, they rebalanced it. Felt like they did a good job. It was a handful. I mean, it was all I wanted, certainly. But hats off to this whole National Debt Toyota team. Yeah, right. That was surprising.
Did you notice less downforce on the car on that run?
I just noticed I was chattering all the tires. It felt like in the corner. So it was the limit for sure.
You broke the heart of the kid from Michigan.
Yeah, I get it. I totally understand. I remember being a Richmond way back 06 or so, 07, and trying to get a pole at my home track. And I get it. I feel like that's hard work.
Denny Hamlin said sorry to Carson Hosvar. Then they had a little embrace and a hug, but I think you'll take it. What an effort by this 11 team, and the driver did a heck of a job on that lap.
I feel that sorry for him. That much sorry. Oh, man. Denny Hamlin gets pole at Michigan, taking it away from Carson Hosvar. And now Hamlin's going to talk to MRN. Should be a really fun one at Michigan. And Martin Truex is going to be in the house. First time he's been at the track in a while. It's good to see. Michigan's going to be fun. Hamlin, Hosvar, your front row. That's all from Michigan here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Whoa, bell flat tire. Whoa, Barry goes spinning. That's it. Thank y'all for watching. Denny Hamlin, 50th career pole. See y'all later. Are we out? Peace.